Good morning, everybody. Just checking to see if I got everything here. Okay, I wish everybody had a happy Easter. I'm going to put this on mute. Okay. So how's everybody today? Did everybody have a good Easter? I want to start today again with our prayer for the earth. Good morning, Lauren. So I think I could feel a great difference the other day. And there's never any harm in doing a great prayer again. I'm sure it won't be the exact same, but the part I loved about it was calling in the 200 billion violet flame angels. It's a lot, but let's remember, it's wow, I look up and there's a lot of people here. There's a lot of people on this planet. So let me see what other people. Good morning. Good morning, Annick, Marianne, Paul. And Lauren, you had a quiet Easter. Well, sometimes things are best the way they come, you know. And Marianne, the sun is still doing the 2 rays and 2 rays out. And I still have heard of no one else who sees it. So we're going to try today to get we got new phones, so maybe they said these phones will pick up the picture, but I think it's probably gone by now. So maybe tomorrow morning. Yeah, I think everybody had a nice dinner at home. Or, like Douglas and I, we had a nice dinner at home with each other. You see? Yes. Well, I figure most importantly, you're probably wondering, because I spoke to you that day when it had recently happened. And over the weekend, we saw various things, certainly, about the Easter. A couple of them had a similar looking type thing, but I haven't seen them with the 2 rays coming out the sides and up and down so distinctly. You know, it's quite amazing. So today's healing day. So we're going to begin again with bringing in healing for the earth, and know that you are a part of the earth. So it's also for each of you to, what I would like for you to do with that time is to take some time out of your day today to be quiet. Whether you want to call that a meditation or maybe just a time to journal and see how you feel about knowing that just by requesting 200 billion angels come to the earth to help release fear. Because the more we do it, the more we're going to find what our earth is going to be for us. I don't know how many of you watched the penguin shows last night. Certainly we did. But to observe how things are changing for them, and the one little mother who had two little penguins where she was trying to get to, and she came face to face with the sea lion, and she just started yelling at it, being fierce, and it backed away and left her alone, and she was able to get home. So certainly my point isn't that we need to get angry and yell at, but we need to stand up for ourselves and what we believe in and how we want to be treated and how we want to live. And certainly, most importantly, it's not in fear. All right? So, I have no idea what's going to happen when I surrender to let this energy come in. And you have to look over here. I don't know if it's going to be doing it with your computer. Douglas and I were working yesterday to try to get a background. I don't know. Can you see that it's kind of like lightning on that painting? We don't know why that's there. Yeah, kind of like an illumination. Very interesting that it is still there. I don't know. And when we did put a background on, Babaji came forward and was in the picture with me. Crazy, crazy things. Just think of that. We put up a background, the green space first, then the background. Babaji moved up with me, and then this lit up with all that electricity, which is apparently still there. So if anyone does happen to have a magic with that kind of thing, let me know if you're interested in working with me, maybe a couple hours a week or something, to get some things I need done that are technical. And I'll do an exchange with you in some way with sessions or something. So let me know, because certainly that's not supposed to be. I don't think it was like that before that. And however Babaji came forward in the picture, I don't know if it's because he's connected to my chair. I have no idea. Absolutely none. But I would appreciate it. So let's all take a breath and surrender into the highest and best good for everyone in this group as we call out through the heavenly angels and through the different layers of heaven to request 200 billion violet angels to come to the earth plane all the way around and help humankind or the animals release fear, or the birds, everyone. Because the more we can release fear and not participate, the greater ease we'll all have living. Yeah. Myra, I didn't see you come in. Okay. Yeah, I see a sparkling, flickering light there too. I don't know. I'm not doing anything. All right, so let's continue. And I also want there to become a globe of gratitude. Let's get a large globe that's the size of the top of your body and offer it. Gratitude for living, gratitude for what you're able to give, gratitude for being human and breathing and being ever present at this lifetime and this moment, because it's going to go down written in history. And good morning, Marby. And I see water like a lake. And I see an opportunity that we can go and just walk into the lake and walk out and feel refreshed. It's very clear water, it's drinkable, and someone's asking me, is it like a baptism? Well, for those of you who believe, you can think of it that way. I'm not saying that's what it is, but it's a purification. How about that? Everything maybe you've been carrying around from other lifetimes, or even from this lifetime. Let's forgive. Let's bring forgiveness in. And most importantly, let's forgive yourself. Forgive yourself for the times you've gotten angry and afterwards you wish you hadn't. Times when maybe you didn't see other people in the love that they are, that you saw them in their acting out, which there's a period of time where everybody has that level. And so today, let's forgive ourselves, and let's always forgive our brother or sister. You know, whenever something goes on with us, the one thing we know is we always know God forgives us first. So why then is it not appropriate for us to learn to do the same, not only just for ourselves, but for everyone in our life? Good morning, Dr. TM. We'll see if I have time, but I don't usually do messages today. Today, I'm trying to do some healing here on this whole planet. We talked about the fear before. We're talking about opening up a level of gratitude. And I have a beautiful one that I use in the subconscious work. We're going to imagine ourselves going in the lake for a greater health. And I'm going to put in two large, like an Alka-Seltzer, but that's not what it's going to be. And they're going to dissolve and bubble up and go into the DNA. And wherever it is now that there's something that's affecting you, or if it's a family member, bring them with you, because being in this water will be healing as this is bubbling and going into the phagocytes, which are those things that Saint Germain talks about that are always working to bring you the greatest health. Phagocytes. Yes, they're on an inner body level inside you. So that's what this huge 3 Alka-Seltzers, as I put them into the lake, everything's going to be bubbling and kind of tickly. But whatever you, as a human being, can choose to let go. And I mean that, because thoughts are things. And think a different thought about something. I can walk. I can do anything that you apparently already
unknown caller
don't think you can. Excuse me. And have it be different. All right? Yes. Good, Cavell. You can see it happening. And you can see that there's a great peace coming out from that energy. Not just from the water, but from the people. Do you understand that this is a burden that everyone's walked around with, not knowing what to do with it? So we're going to take it into this holy water that the Alka-Seltzers have made it. I guess I should think of a better name for it. The divine pill. How's that? And let it begin to dissolve whatever kind of thought there is that has created this situation. Yeah. Because you are the creator of your world. God gave you breath and life, but he isn't the one who created your upsetness. or your disturbances or your weaknesses. Those are for you to look at. But doing some of the subconscious work makes it that you can begin to let these things go. Yeah, lots moving here. We're going to call in a gentle rain to come. Yes, I know we already have enough water, but I think I would like to have you know God Himself comes and shines and rains more perfected light of water upon you. Yes. Now, am I guaranteeing this is going to do something? I think it will do something if it's simply to calm your emotional field, but it all depends upon you. How you think, what you think about things, what you allow to tie you up in knots. You know, one of the greatest pieces that have to come first is for you to not have a reaction. And you can say, well, TheoSophia, what do you mean by that? People say nasty things to me, I'm going to react. And the words say, just love people. That's all. You have to love people where they're at. And powerful words, I understand. Not always easy. That's why when you meet that person who can do that type of thing, is more on their path of their ascension and attaining uh, where they've wanted to go for a very long time. Back to the light. So, as we're human here, um, we're attempting to discover those things inside of us that are holding us back. So, I want you, each one of you, to think of one of your chakras and which one would be that little voice going, help me, I don't know where I am. And I want you to go and just put that light from your hand on that chakra, whether it's your heart, whether it's your throat. They can all have subconscious little people in them that are there from other lifetimes and still have the wound that was created for them in whatever situation. They're all different. There's no two of you here that are identical. So, but we're attempting to help you shift. I'm not saying you have to. If you can follow me and understand the process of it, you may find that by the time we're done, um, you're going to feel like a different person. And don't let that scare you. We're not wanting you to become a robot or anything like that. We're wanting to become you without all these tags or ropes tying you up, not letting you get to know the loving you. And that would be the greatest wonderful thing that could happen today, is that you get to know you. So let's think for a moment if you can think of someone who upsets you. First thing we need to do, because you know the 7 chakras we all talk about, when that happens, there's a cord that goes out and you connect to that person. So when they're upset, you're upset. You're responding to their upsetness. Or if you're upset, perhaps they're responding to your upsetness. And it is why our ears shut down, our vision changes, and no one can see and understand anything. And everything becomes a mess. So what we have to choose is, wow, look at how upset this whole thing gets this person. And define yourself. What is it doing to me? And if it is connected to you also, you can call on Lord Michael, Archangel Michael, And he'll help you release the cords to these people that are affecting you in that way. So let's all walk around in the water a little bit more. Yes, needed some movement here for breath. And let things begin to shift. Now, a whole new level of seraphim angels are coming. There are healing angels. Some of them will have a flute. Some might have a guitar or a violin. But they're here to set a scenario where healing can begin to exist. Yes. And the whole truth here is you got to start believing. Believing in God. The heavens say to me, that's a big step for a lot of people. Yes, I understand. But perhaps this movement of whoever's here today might choose to believe a little more if they feel different after today. Because when I was doing this work, the words that always came, the Lord's work always works. No if, and, or but about it. The Lord's work always works. So, you see, you have to have a clear set understanding to really become one who works for God in this world. Everybody's been quiet. Does anyone want to say how they're feeling? Give me a clue here. Who is feeling calmer and better? Anybody? I know it takes a while to get on and to write. Let me see if you're all still here. Yeah, it looks like it. Are you in the process? So I'll remind you, we're kind of walking to this lake. 2 billion violet angels have come to help us release fear, clarity, forgiveness. Pretty much right now, with anything that may be going on for you, you can begin to untie yourself from other people. It could be a group, whatever it is. Because the lessons, that's what these things are. They're your lessons. I just saw a fairy sparkle. It was white right over here. The fairies are coming too. I'll pick up my fairy stone. Oh my goodness, look at it and what it's doing. Can everybody see that? Let's see if it's doing it on the other side. It is. Kind of crazy, huh? Well, if you feel there's someone that you need to heal yourself with, let's just look. See, that's his. What is going on here? It's almost like a different picture. Look at that. We don't know what we did. Let me try a dark one, see if it does similar things. No. But that is a fairy stone. Isn't that something? Wow. Like I said, I'm not technically tuned in. Oh, yes, I can see sparkling too. And that same energy here, over here is here too. Good, rejuvenating. Yeah, is anyone feeling calmer, more at peace? Marianne has a lot of twinkly stars. Oh, yeah, the star like the sun. Yeah. These are not things I can make happen, people. It just happens to be happening. I wonder if I hold up one of the abundance ones, what happens? Oh, it's up in there. Look at that. Let me turn it around. Wow. Some kind of energy moving. Oh, look at my ring. Well, I want you to just gently breathe through that sacral and keep saying to yourself, I let go. I let go of anything that isn't truth. I have to be honest with you, I don't remember the name, but that's what I was told it is. Strange, huh? Wait till I show my husband. You can't see it. Here it is. Look at that. I'm just here in my room. I don't know what all this is about. Does anybody feel tingling? Lauren feels more peaceful all around. Yeah, the subconscious work really makes a difference. It does. It makes a difference in how you feel, how you interact, react. You know, you just have to do and find the pattern that's affecting what's bothering you. Yeah, wonderful. It's kind of making my eyes see funny. I'm seeing sparkly. Wow. Um, we're going to sing a little bit of Saint Germain to bring him in because he does want to address everybody for a moment, if that's all right. Let's do this together. I'm a being of violet fire. I am the purity God desires. I am the being of violet fire. I am the purity He desires. The being of violet fire. I am the purity God desires. The being of violet fire. I am the purity God desires. I am a being of violet fire. I am the purity God desires. I am a being of violet fire. I am the purity God desires. I am a being of violet fire. I am the purity God desires. Well, now I see a big purple thing here. Yes. I am a being of violet fire. I am the purity God desires. I am a being of violet fire. I am the purity God desires. I am a being of violet fire. I am the purity God desires. All right. Saint Germain says, if you haven't seen enough today, believe. I say believe to you the same way I say freedom. Believe and freedom. What did Master Disney say to you? You must believe. If there is no belief, nothing is possible. If there is no freedom, you cannot know who you are or your brethren, for there'll always be a mask. We, hopefully, do not choose to wear a mask. We choose to be free and to believe with the purity of our hearts and to walk in an action of freedom. So, Dr. TM, let me see if he wants to say something specifically to you. Grow. Your maturity and the accomplishment of the various levels of enchantment of the truth, you will discover much. I would hope that you have read the determination of what each level requires and allows before you move on to the next. So now, where you are, we cannot speak of further until I am assured that you understand that which I speak of. There are levels of agreements that need to be achieved, 7 as a matter of fact. So your task I give you is to determine where you are by how you find yourself living today. And then you will still know yet that which work you need to achieve to become free. All right, I am very cold. I don't know about all of you. There was an image in my fairy stone. Let me see. I holded it this way in the beginning. Well, there's all the twinkles. Seems like there's some, you know what it looks like is maybe of a sphinx or something. Wings. Oh my goodness. Maybe they're wings. Oh, still the sparkle. Wings. I am baffled. I'm not technical. I do not know what we did, what we activated. But this is very interesting. That's my first cover for my book that has been sitting there since 2017. I have never seen that sparkle in it. So the veil here must be getting to become thin. We got phones yesterday. My husband wanted one with a, maybe you'll understand this, more, he wanted, instead of one something, he wanted the 256, and they said they never had any. It took about 20 minutes, but then the owner comes out and he goes, not only did I find one, but here's 2. Very rare. I don't know why we have them. So we could get the phone we wanted. I am saying things are happening a little strange. So I want you to all come out of the water. There are plenty of towels a robe if you would prefer to have a robe to stay warm. And let's all the let's let all the negativity go. You can see the water's clear, it's calm, sun's out, there's a rainbow, and you can begin to discover there's more of you than you thought. So some point today or tomorrow, I want you to sit and think of this moment and start to write down, what do you think you let go of? Or maybe it's what you know you let go of. And yes, I have a red mark. It's something have an issue with fragrance. So someone, even though it's way over there, must have something on. So Lauren feels calmer, and we certainly had a lot of beautiful energy come and be here with us today. And for all the little children who have come forward, yeah, there can be all kinds of them. We'll have to talk about it more. But they can choose to continue to grow, because I'm going to have all of you follow me, and let's go up to a resort, and let's all the little people who've been locked inside thinking only things are this way, and they can begin to, there's a Ferris wheel, merry-go-round, there's a table of food, many angels there to take care of everybody. They each get their own room with a rocking chair, whatever color they'd like it to be. It's a wonderful, wonderful gift to give yourself, to let go. Sometimes it's not always easiest to see what did you let go, but I'm offering to you, stop and think about it. Who is it inside you that may want to go up and live life differently? Very nice. Open your root. No one flying around here. Yeah. Like I said the other day, myself and 2 others created this work in Atlantis. It's the subconscious work. And you hear technically that psychiatrists work with an inner child. But what they don't understand is there's a gazillion of them. And until you have healed that inner child, or maybe sometimes I've had a whole football field of them, the pattern won't change. So, I'm very cold. I don't know about all of you. Yes, I'll hold it up again. It's here with sparkles, and then you see lines of something. Trying to see what that is. It's all strange. All strange. Well, don't be afraid. It's just me, and I'm normal. Whatever normal is. I just think God and Jermaine and everyone's trying to really, I don't know what this stone is. I see you asked that again. I had a tag on here. It's not on here. I want to say serpentine, maybe from Lemuria. But I like things I can rub my thumb on. So that's what's coming to me, serpentine, from out in the Mount Shasta area. Yeah. Lots of stones that sit here. Let me see what happens to this one. See, again, another thumb. Oh, it's very much clearer on this one. It's turquoise, can you see? With dots on it. Guess it wanted to do some healing for someone. It's called shagatite or something. Wow. Almost like they were in dimensional something or another. Just open your root and root down into the earth and you'll be fine. How about that? It does look like an angel, doesn't it? Maybe it's Mother. My hands are not of my own. Wings. Maybe it's the embodiment of Mother coming through. So, how's everybody feeling? Yeah, it's cool. But the coolest piece is how to heal. How easy it can be. You have no idea what we all just let go, and a lot of people around the earth. You know, they say it's a time coming of the golden age. Well, we may have just participated in the development of that. What do you think about that? Yes, we have some powerful people on here with us. Did you everybody read what Marby wrote? She came to work, and as soon as she parked, the battery died. Like, you're not going anywhere. You're supposed to be here. Yeah, I agree. It looks like an angel. Looks like an angel. Walks like an angel. What is that? Uh-oh, something's starting to peep out here. Look. That is very strange. See that? This one's longer than the other day, but this one's starting to come out too. It's pulsating. Let me take this over there. Still sparkles. Wow. Just trying to look around for a moment. But I'm telling you, when we did that thing, Muhammadji just came forward. So, another powerful being to be here influencing us. Yeah. And the person on the cover here, if you look, this is the part of the person who has issues and wants to cry. But in doing the work, she looks up to the heavens and sees the light. And that is the message of the school. So there you go. Yeah, I'm very cold. It's a very normal experience for me when I'm holding a lot of light. So, yeah, it's getting late. So does anyone have any specific question? Dr. TM, did you have a question or do you understand what he's talking about? Woo! Look at that. I can't get over that. That's not showing wings. This is Shitakite Talso. Let me put it this way. Yeah. When my husband comes home, he's going to go freaky. A few octaves higher. Well, That's all it takes. Is a willingness to just keep going a few octaves higher. To not be willing to have to stand in the pain and the forgetfulness. Let me see who's up here that I maybe not addressed. Yeah, I wish you could all be here in the morning to see the sun. It's quite a moment because we all know the sun is round. But then it just gobsmacks you with how huge and intense the light is. Excuse me. Okay. Maybe this is a prototype for mystery schools to come as we discern what we're seeing. Well, I'm getting ready to offer this work, so it may be this magical. I have no idea. You're a unique gathering of people. But wow. Almost looks like a baby praying up here. I don't know. Let me see if I see that over here. Of course not. I don't know. You know, his eyes always feel alive and following me wherever I go. So, love is the answer. And for those of you who feel calmer, feel like some of those things I mentioned have dissolved, excellent. Yeah. Well, I'm certainly going to sit. I'll see Lady Tara. I don't see anything unusual there. Oh, yeah, well, the stone still reacts. I don't know. Sandy H., good morning. We're talking about clearing. And in the meantime, we got sparkles in my stones everywhere. Oh, it's even over my face. Oh, it's like there's another level of energy there. And it's deciding to show itself today. I have no idea. It wasn't planned. I didn't get told about it. So we're going to integrate whatever healing for you came forward in all time and space, in all inner and outer reality, throughout the hologram of life. And I guess I must remember we are, and when we do this work, in a hologram, which means something I'll explain to you if you decide to learn. How's that? Yeah. Does anyone else have a comment? You all ready to go? Have a great evening. Do a little insight. You really can't grow on the process of this path if you're not writing something. I have so many books over the 30-some years because if you're always in this moment, you never get to go back to find out what's in there from then. And it all has to go. It all has to transform. It all has to become love. And that's the truth. So, is there anyone on this line here that feels incomplete, not finished? If so, I want you to speak up. It's part of the process. Yeah. Nobody? Then our integration is complete. And now it's for you to figure out, of all the things I talked about, what left from you. What moved aside so you can know the truer experience of your light. It'll come. So I'll see you tomorrow with messages. Oh, heaven be. Many blessings. Okay.